Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is General Hospital Edition. Today is Monday, April the 10th, 2023. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend and a happy Easter. Let's jump right into it. On a scale of 1 to 10, for me, this was another 9 for General Hospital. They've been really putting in really great episodes. So we see Laura has made it at the house and she sees Esme on the floor and she's like, oh my gosh, what's happened? And so we know that Esme was actually knocked out and her baby was kidnapped, right? And so Dante comes and he's asking her questions because he's the PCPD is stretched thin, so he is available. So he goes and he talks to them, and they're asking Esme questions, and she thinks that Nicholas is the one who stole her baby, right? And they say, why? Is because you saw him? And she said, no, I'm just, but who else would it? Like, who else could possibly do this? And so they take Esme to the hospital and everything. And Laura and Dante look at the footage and they see Victor's man. I want to say his name is Ambrose. Ambrose. They see him come in with the gun. They see a man with a gun. They don't know it's Ambrose at that point. So he goes in. And then the next thing they do, they see on the footage where he comes out with the baby, and this time his face is turned towards the camera, so they're able to see it's him. And they're like, why is he taking this baby? And they was like, it's only because of Victor. So then we see Nina and Carly, right? And Carly's just like, where is Liesel? And Nina's like, I don't know. But I'm doing my best to try to find her because we know she needs to get this bone marrow transplant. So then we see Dex, Sonny, and Jocelyn. Now we've been telling y'all for months that Sonny didn't care nothing about them being together, and he just proved that point. He tells Jocelyn and Dex, he said, why every time I see y'all together? And they're like, and he said, listen, Dex, you saved my life. And I've given you chance after chance just to be truthful. So why you lying to me? I don't care about your personal life. Just be truthful. He asked Jocelyn, does Carly know? And she said, yes. And you could ask her or whatever. He said, all right. He said, Dex, I got work for you to do. So Jocelyn goes ahead and she leaves. And he tells Dex, what you do in your private life, that's on you. Um, if Carly, that's Carly's daughter. If she doesn't care, I have nothing to do with that. So just make sure that doesn't interfere with your job. And he said, okay. And he said, now go find Lisa for me. That's what I need you to do. So then Jocelyn goes home and she runs into Portia there, right? Because Portia is looking for Trina. Now, Trina's supposed to have met Jocelyn there, but she hasn't arrived yet. So she tells Portia, Mrs. Robinson, come on in, and you can wait for Trina here. So they're waiting and they're talking, and Portia's cleaning up, and she's found a book where Spencer had given Trina an art book, and she's worried about him being with her, and she asks Jocelyn how she feels, and Jocelyn says at the end of the day, that's it's on Trina who she wants to be with. The same way that Jocelyn's like, well, my mom is, she might not like me with Dex. This is what she was telling Sonny. She might not like me with Dex, but it's my decision. So that's where Jocelyn is with Portia. Is like, you might not like it, but at the end of the day, it's her decision. And she said, but I'm telling you, Spencer would never willingly put Trina in danger or hurt her. And she said it's that part unknown, willingly or unknowingly put her in danger. That's what Portia is afraid of. So anyways, Portia ends up leaving, and Jocelyn is just like, Trina, where are you, child? So then we go over here, and Sonny, Carly, and Nina meet up, and he's asking Jocelyn, do you know, excuse me, he's asking Carly, did you know Jocelyn was with Dex? And she says, I don't want to get into it. Like, Carly got a whole attitude for no reason. It's a yeah. He was like, it's a yes or no, Carly. Like, why you being difficult about this? And she was like, that's her decision. He was like, okay, cool. And that's why I be saying, y'all can say whatever you want. Carly is so bitter, it makes no sense. So then they Nina says, I don't have time for this. We gotta find Aunt Liesel. Y'all can talk about Jocelyn on another at your own leisure. And so they're like, well, we need to find her. And so at this time, Drew comes up, and Drew tells Sonny, because Sonny says, oh, about the safe house, and yeah, about Lucy, I know she escaped. He said, no, Anna has been shot. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Anna's been shot. Victor did it, and so now they're like, oh my goodness. And so then Nina starts thinking about what Carly told her about Sonny needs somebody that's going to be in his life or out of his life. And so then they're just like, we can't. Nina is just like, so Victor did this all out of revenge. Like they're catching her up on everything because she don't know what's going on. And they were like, yes. And so then at this point, Dex comes and he has this charm of Aunt Liesel's that was of Brits. And so she was like, she wouldn't just leave it behind. She wouldn't be careless with this. So now Nina knows something has gone wrong, right? And she's like, something is wrong. So Carly, Dex says, I'm gonna go around and get the car. Drew says, I'm gonna take Carly to Michael's because she said we need to update them on what's going on, right? So then we see Michael and Willow, and they're at the house talking and everything, just going over the nurses ball and everything that went on. And Michael does make the comment, and he was like, it seemed a little too real, that disappearing act of Liesel's, but they were like, everything will be fine. But then Carly and Drew show up, and Michael's like, what are you guys doing here? But they don't get to, at this point of the episode, it's the end, so they don't get to tell them why they're there. I guess we'll find that out tomorrow. So then, but Carly, Willow and Michael did talk about Lucy being saved and how Sonny saved her. And she was like, you're proud of your dad. And she was like, sometimes you can forgive. And he says, do you feel that way about Nina? And she was like, okay. And he was like, no, I'm sorry, that was a cheap shot. But I think Willow is starting to warm up to Nina and everything, because we see that on tomorrow's episode in the preview. So, but anyway, so we see Nina talks to Sonny, and she tells him, listen, I need you to find. I need to find Aunt Liesl, and you gonna help me. And he said, "Do you know what you're asking me?" She said, "I know what I'm asking you, but Willow needs Aunt Liesl, and I know she just not out. Like something's happened because she just not out here, not going missing, knowing what she has to do tomorrow with the bone marrow transplant." And she said, "So I need you to use whatever resources you have, whatever you have to do it, so we can find Aunt Liesl." And I said, "Okay, then, Nina." So then, I'm sorry, I put Laura and Esme up in there. So then we go to the hospital. Charlotte comes and she sees Valentine. I ain't have a picture of this new Charlotte. She comes and she sees Valentine, and they're worried about Anna. They're all talking. Jordan a little upset because she wasn't kept in the loop. And they said, and Mac doesn't know. They were like, no, Mac doesn't know anything. So no, everybody doesn't know, but they're all catching up. And so they all need to, I said this, they all need to sit down, everyone who knows what's going on, and talk. Because one thing that they all said was that Victor, and even Sonny them said, Victor is being very careless. It's like he don't even care at this point about who find out, because he know he's out of there, right? So he doesn't even care at this point. So then we see Spencer with Victor, right? We see Spencer with Victor, and Spencer is finding out, am I a captive? Because baby Victor has got the hunted star moving, and he's like, what's going on here? What you doing, Uncle Victor? And he lets him know that what I'm doing is I'm saving you. I got you. And Spencer is like, I need to be with my family. And he says, oh, I'm your family, and I know you want to be with family. And then all of a sudden he brings out baby Ace, and Spencer's like, why is baby Ace on here? What you do to Esme? He said, you said you wanted her to go to prison. And Spencer's just like, listen, she was gonna go to prison for the crimes that she committed. That's one thing. But if you've done something to this girl, that's another thing. Like, I ain't want that part of it. But Victor is just like, excuse me, y'all. He's just like, we're all family and everything is going to work out fine. You're going to be with me, you, and baby Ace. We're family and we're going to go on. You got to leave these people alone. And you need to leave that Robinson girl alone too, because she make you soft. He was like, don't talk about Trina like that, because when it comes to Trina, Spencer be going there. So he was like, don't talk about Trina like that or whatever. And he was like, Ambrose is here to protect all of us, because Spencer gonna tell Ambrose, you need to go to bed. I said, he's still arrogant. He don't care what situation he in. And Ambrose says, thank you for looking out for me, but I'm a night owl. And so that all this is going down, and Spencer's just like, if I'm not a captive, then let me off at the next stop because I don't want to be here, and or let me go with you and then send baby Ace back. But Victor don't want none of that. He looking at these two. Y'all are young. I can mold y'all to be who I want y'all to be. I said, "Oh Lord!" And so there are Spencer just realizing, oh dang, Cyrus, everybody that tried to warn him about Victor was absolutely right. And then we see little Trina, because they was looking for her. We see little Trina is done snuck onto the hunted star. Spoilers told her she was gonna do this. She snuck onto the hunted star, and now she trapped on there too because she was running after Spencer or whatever. I said, don't show yourself because Uncle might throw you overboard or something, girl. But anyways, y'all, that was General Hospital today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you tomorrow for an all new episode of What Happened on the Soaps General Hospital edition. I know I said I was going to go live, but I'm actually traveling today, so I won't be going live tonight with these episodes. All right, thank you for watching. Goodbye.